Hello, welcome back. Tonight we have an amazing guest stars from Dallas, USA. Did you see? After 20 episodes, I am still here because I want to help you to overcome adversity and improve your relationship. So it's time to introduce you my friend and coach from Dallas, James H. Wright. Welcome.
Hello, Christian, and thank you so much for having me here. Again, my name is James H. Wright. I'm a personal coach, a speaker, and creator of CEREBRAMATICS, a program that I designed to help people rethink their thought process. And if you stay with us today, I am going to show you what you need to do to overcome failure and achieve your goals.
Thank you. I'm very happy having you here because it's time, especially now with the pandemic, with the problem or the crisis, to help our audience to create the New Year resolution. And you are the right man at the right moment. In fact, your surname is Right.
Yes, yes. Yes, my name is Wright, and I'm trying to do the right thing by the to the for the people by helping them to find happiness in life and helping them to overcome hardships and helping them to learn that they can control their destiny and they can live the life of their dreams if they just have the right tools to do so.
Wow. I know that you have a secret. How? No, because I wonder how old are you?
Well, you're putting me on the spot here, Christian, but
Yes,
I am 66 years old.
amazing, amazing, amazing. Because I wonder, in fact, wow, this man is amazing, is brilliant, because he wants to achieve goal, helping people, and then you have created an amazing method. How is called your method, please?
Could you repeat that, please? I'm sorry.
Yes, because my microphone tonight is lazy. You have created your method. How is called?
Yes, I created this method. And the way I created it basically was from personal experience that I had myself, learning what I needed to do in order to change my life, to live a better life. Because, like so many people, I was living a life that I felt I was kind of trapped in, and I wasn't really getting the things out of life that I wanted. So I initially started by researching what other successful people had done, how they had lived their lives, how they had changed their lives. And I found out that even though some people may think there is some big secret to being successful, it's really not a secret. It's just that no one teaches us how to do it. And so I developed a program for myself that taught me how to do it. And now I'm sharing that program with you.
Wow! So tonight, we can reveal your secret. How this year on 2021, people they can turn failure into success.
Well, first of all, they need to start with three things. They need to start with a vision. They need to start with a plan that they can execute, and they need to take action. And those are the three things that I will give them tonight, how they can start with action, a plan, and execution. Those are the key things that they need to begin their journey.
And I created this banner for you. Are you agree with the name, the three keys of success?
Yes.
Okay,
Yes.
to you.
Because they are keys, because they open the door, they unlock a door, and then you are able to walk through that door, and you are able to find the happiness and the joy in life that you so deserve.
So, uh, because I know that you have an amazing life, but before having this life that you created, did you overcome some specific problem that has stop your improvement, your life, your relationship?
Yes, I was born in poverty, severe poverty. I was brought up on the welfare system. That's what we call it here in the USA. Now, I'm not sure what you call it where you are, but I'm sure you have a similar system where people receive food and help from the government because they cannot afford to take care of themselves. Well, I was brought up on that welfare system, and it was a very embarrassing thing for me. I It was not a fun thing. And so even as a child, I came up in that system, and it made me realize that I was going to have to learn how to do something different if I wanted my life to be better. I couldn't not go through the rest of my life living like that. So I determined from a very young age that I would break out of that system and learn how to take care of myself, take responsibility for myself, and control my own destiny.
Yes, I'm happy to hear this because you transform your life. And then I'm happy because, especially now, in every country in the world, around the world, we have the same problem, and people they may be not ready to find another option. They just thinking now I have no time to improve my life. Now I have no time to transform myself. But as you told now to our audience, you made an such amazing job. And so, please, how did you start? We,
Well, I started again, even as a kid, I had this entrepreneurial spirit. And since we were poor and didn't have a lot of means, I started even as a kid creating my own businesses and marketing myself to the neighbors and to the people around me, selling things that I could make. I would make things and I would sell them to the neighbors and to my classmates and things like that so that I could get extra money to try to better my lifestyle. Now, as I got older into adulthood, then again, going back to what I said earlier, I began to start studying other successful people, reading their books, listening to their tapes, watching their videos, seeing what it was that they were doing that I could try to do myself. And what I found out that they were all basically doing the same thing. I mean, again, this thing about success is not a secret. It's just a technique that you use. And so I give you the three techniques, the three keys to success. Again, what I found out, every successful person that no matter who you listen to, what book you read, they all say they had a vision. They all say they implemented a plan, and they all say they took action. When I found out that those were the three keys that you needed, and then from there you build upon those three keys, that was all I needed. When I found that out, I was determined that I was going to use those practices to get me where I needed to go. And you can do the same.
wow, I like this. And I suggest to our audience to follow uh, your explanation because it's very clear. Usually, when people they want to achieve goals or success, they don't have a method.
Hmm.
But your method is so simple that anybody that they copy and paste in their life. So, if you want to help our audience tonight, you have mentioned about the vision, how
Yes.
they right now to write on their journal or in the exercise book and their diary, how to create a proper vision to help them to go forward their goals. Thank you,
Well,
James.
The first thing that I'm going to suggest that they do is create what's known as a vision board. A vision board is a board that you create and you cut out pictures and words and images of the life that you want, the things that you want in your life. You place that on your vision board. Then you place your vision board in a location in your home or in your office where you can see it often throughout the day, and you study your vision board. And the reason this is important because as you study your vision board, those images will go into your subconscious being, and then your subconscious being will then start creating ways and ideas for you to obtain the things on the vision board. And what I want people to understand is why vision is so important, because this is something we're not taught in school. We're not taught to use our vision. But to show you how important it is, way back in biblical times, it says, where there is no vision, the people perish. And it was talking about a mental, a spiritual, and a emotional vision, not a physical vision. Because they realized even back then, if you didn't put something in your mind, if you didn't see it in your mind, it will never come into reality. Everything that you see, you touch, you taste, you experience in your life right today started as a vision in someone's mind, and then they brought it into reality. So if you want to change your life, if you don't like the direction that your life is going, the first thing you must do is correct your vision, have your vision going in the direction that you want to go, and then your life will follow suit.
Yes, I like this. And I suggest to our audience, our friends at home, to rewatch this part of our interview because it's really important if you want to change your life or
Hmm.
improve a portion of it, you need to have alternative vision
Yes.
because exactly.
Yes, and let me also say this about the vision, Christian. When you create your vision board, only put things on the vision board, not only that you want, but also that you're willing to work for. Because your vision without putting action behind it is just a pipe dream. Again, I'm going to say that again. Your vision without action is just a pipe dream. So if you remember the three keys that I talked about, vision was the first, action was the second. So it's okay to put things on the vision board, but make sure the things that you put on the vision board are things you are willing to work for, because success does take work. No one is given a free ride. Now, you can have guaranteed success. It can be guaranteed, but it's only guaranteed because you work for
Exactly. You know, maybe you find a limitation, of course, because it's the life. Me too. But sometimes the problem is that our clients they are scared to overcome their limitation. So, which is your suggestion? Because it's easy to say I have a vision, but then we need to put it in action.
it. Well,
So,
that's where the action is going to come in, because you are going to have to get rid of all of those thoughts that you were given as a child up through adulthood. From the time you come in as a child, people start telling you what you can't do, what you should not expect, what cannot happen, what cannot be true. You have all these dreams as children. We come in, we are able to dream, and we are able to let our imaginations be free. But our well meaning parents, our well meaning educators, and society as a whole start to take that away, and they put us in a box. And they tell us you should expect certain things, you should do certain things, you should act certain ways. And we grow up thinking that. Well, you are going to have to learn how to take all of that out of your system. You are going to have to get rid of it and redevelop your own thought process. You are going to have to go back to, what did I dream of as a child? what did I want as a child? What things did when I was 18, 19, and 20 years old, what did I think my future would look like? And how close am I to that today? And if you look at that, more than likely, you are nowhere close to where you thought you would be. So you are going to have to go back and revisit that time and find out what thoughts kept you from getting where you thought you would be. You're going to have to get rid of those thoughts and create new thoughts. You are going to have to tell yourself, I am powerful. I am intelligent. I am creative. I am able. I am successful. I am worthy. You are going to have to implement those and put those thoughts in your mind. And then you are going to have the belief and the commitment that those things are true.
Thank you. And I wonder how your program that is called CEREBRAMATIC can help your clients.
It can help them because what it does, it helps them to understand that they have been conditioned with false beliefs. They have been conditioned to believe a lie that tells them that you should, whatever society you live in, you should do everything else that everybody else in that society is doing. You should have jobs just like they have. You should live in houses just like they live in. You should drive cars just like they drive. You should act just like they act. So with cerebromatics, you come to find out and learn that that's not necessarily true. In most cases, it's a lie. What you should be doing and what I help you to do is live the life that you want to live. You may not want to live in the neighborhood like everybody else. You may not want a job like everybody else. You may want to be like Cristian and be a coach and have your own business. You may want to be an entertainer. You may want to be a scientist. You may want to be, in this country, president of the United States, or whatever the leader over there is. In Italy, you may want to be. So you have to, with my program, I am going to show you how to live beyond your limitations. There are no limitations on you except for the limitations that you put on yourself. So since you are in control of the limitations you put on yourself, why not release those limitations and let the sky be the limit?
Wow, thank you. I suppose that this part is really important and is a part of the vision, because when we say vision is looking forward and making an option, but at the same time vision is the ability to see ourselves in another way, in a new way, making around us option, find new people, creating new opportunity, to be ready to learn, and so on. So after the vision, which is the second step, James?
The second step is going to be the action. And for the action, what I advise you to do is make a list of prioritize things that you want in your life. Now, when you make your list, put everything on your list that anything that you want in life, put it on your list. Now, some of the things that you put on your list would be some of the things that are on your vision board, obviously. But then there may be some other things on the list that is not on your vision board. Once you create your list, prioritize it, numbers 1 through 10 or 20 or however many items, with number 1 being the most important goal in your life. Then I want you to take the first 2 or 3 goals and I want you to commit 10, 15, 20, 30 minutes a day working on each one of those goals. This is your action. This is your commitment. Because remember what I said, your vision without action is just a pipe dream. This is your commitment. You're going to pick those 2 or 3 items and you're going to spend, whether it's 15 minutes a day, 20 minutes a day, or 30 minutes a day on each one of those goals, figuring out ways and strategies on how to reach those goals. So, in other words, if you have three items, three prioritized goals, and you are spending 30 minutes a day on each one, you need to set aside 1.5 hours every day to work on those goals. Now, the reason that this is important is because up until this point, you have put your goals on the back burner. You have not been working on them because you have been so busy going to the job, taking care of your family, doing the laundry, buying the groceries, that all your goals have been put on the back burner. This is the way you take them off the back burner and commit every day to spend just a little bit of time working on each one. And I promise you that if you start today working on each one of those goals every single day, by this time next year, you will see significant progress in where you want to be.
Yes, in fact, I suggest our audience, our friends, to have a look to your website and to contact you in making a proper question about themselves, how they could or can change their current situation right now. Because I learned in my life that we need to make action. In
Mm-hmm.
fact, as you told before, a good plan, an
Yes.
amazing vision without action is a poverty.
Right. Right.
So, based on your experience, James, which is the great limitation that your clients they met during your consultation?
Well, I think the greatest thing is fear.
Mm,
People are afraid to step out of their comfort zone. People are afraid of the unknown. They are afraid that they will fail. And that is a big problem because anyone, I don't care who they are, every successful person has failed. The more you fail, the more likely you are to succeed. Take Thomas Edison, who invented the light bulb. He said he had not failed. He had only learned 10,000 things that didn't work before he discovered what would work. So, in essence, what he was saying, and what I'm saying to everyone that's listening to us today, is don't look at failure. You have to redefine your failure. Failure should not even be in your vocabulary. There should be no such thing as failure in your vocabulary. What it is a learning experience. What it is a intelligent mistake that you make. And if you look at it as a learning experience, you will gain knowledge from it that can move you where you want to go. If you look at it as an intelligent mistake, you will look at it as something that you can learn from, not something that stops you, but as something that motivates you to keep moving forward. So this thing, I think most people, that's where their problem lies. They are afraid, and what they are afraid of is failure. And they don't realize that by being afraid of failure, they are becoming the worst failure that they can be because they're the only way you can fail, the only way you can fail is if you never try.
exactly. It's my great fear is not try.
Yes,
Exactly. I want to find the opportunity to try again, and then is a process because I can learn. Maybe I will take ages to reach my goals, but
right.
at the same time, I need to be humble because during the process, I learned something that
Exactly.
is useful for my growing, my experience, my job, and my relationship. So I suggest to our uh, audience and friends, not be afraid in making this experience that will drive you into your goals. Because during
Yes,
the time, you will learn more and you will change at any way. Because I learned a lesson. It's impossible not changing while you reach your goal.
yes, yes. Yes. That is why when you start combining the three keys to success, when you combine the vision with the plan and with the action, it will help you to overcome your fear. Because again, once you get your vision corrected, your inner being, your subconscious being knows who you were meant to be. It knows who you were created to be. And even though society and even you yourself may have tried to deny your true identity, your subconscious being knows your true identity. And if given the opportunity and if given a chance, that true identity will come out. It just needs to be given the opportunity, given the chance. So when you start changing your focus and you start changing your vision and you just put forth some effort to show your inner being that I'm here waiting for you to guide me, waiting for you to lead me, waiting for you to teach me. Your inner being knows what your destiny is already. And when it finds out that you are willing to do the work, it will give you everything that you need to complete the job.
Exactly. And then I like a little sentence, very little, but it's so powerful, that came from the Anglo-Saxon word. You say Canada and UK, so on. Is very simple. This sentence. It's called all in, all in.
All
So
in, yes.
exactly, and it's very powerful because we put our effort, our time, commitment in a short period of time, we be focused on reaching our goals step by step. We will improve, we will boost ourselves, and then we'll discover another ourselves that maybe
Yes.
is able to speak in English. Because before, for example, me, I'm living in the UK since 2016. Before, I never spoke in English.
Oh, okay. Well, you speak it
Yeah,
very, very well.
I try. I never read a book, but then I wanted to improve my life, so starting read a book both in Italian and English. Then
Okay.
I was committed to go to England and live as au pair among families. It was my first time in the country. And then I found a job, and then I written a book, I joined to networking, and so on. And then I have fun. So the most important things, okay, we can say is vision, planning, and action, but have a fun. Have a
Yes,
fun.
well, see, you are a great example on how to be the person you are meant to be. You said that you didn't speak English, but you were so determined that you wanted to speak English that you were willing to pick up and move to the UK where the primary language there is English so that you could learn that language, so that you could pick it up. You said you read the books. And see, this is what we are telling people. The same thing that Christian did is what you have to do. Christian took ownership of his life. He took responsibility for his life. He declared what he wanted to be, what he wanted to do, and he took the action to get it done. You must follow the same example that Christian has. He is a perfect example for you to follow.
Thank you. You're very kind. Yes, but now we need to be clear with our audience, our friends at home. Yes, I am an example, but you too.
Well, thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you. I think for both of us, we are just trying to live the best life that we can live. And fortunately for us, by living the best life that we can live, we were put into this call to help other people live the best life that they can live. And there's nothing more rewarding. And to the audience, this is the beautiful thing about it. When you discover your true happiness in life, when you discover your true meaning in life, You will not be satisfied keeping it to yourself. Just like Christian and myself, you will want to go out and you will want to share with others. You will want to tell other people how they can better their lives, how they can find more happiness, because happiness is contagious. Now, so is misery. So is misery. But happiness, the contagiousness of happiness is much more rewarding and much more exciting than the contagiousness of misery. So you have the choice. You can take the contagiousness that comes with misery, or you can take the contagiousness that comes with happiness. The choice is yours. Today, we are giving you every opportunity to look at your inner being, to look at your inner self and say, am I where I need to be? Am I where I want to be? And if I am not there, then these are the methods that I need to move from this point into a better place in my life. And even if you are already on this journey, the tools that we're giving you today will enhance the journey that you are already on. So no matter where you are, whether you're a beginner, an intermediate, or you are already excelling down the road, these tools will still benefit you. So don't take them lightly, because no matter where you are on your journey, you need these tools, and you need the more tools you have in your arsenal, the stronger you become.
Wow. You know, James, if I had a person like you when I was at the school, maybe my life now was really different.
Well, same here, same here. Sometimes, Christian, I sit back and I think, wow, if I knew the things in my 20s that I know now, life would be so much different. But the beautiful thing about this is, Christian, no matter where you are in your life, you're 20, 30, 40, 50, 60s, even 70s and 80s, it's never too late to change your life. As long as you are living and there is breath in your body, it's never too late to change your life. Take responsibility for the things you want to do. Take responsibility for who you want to become, and make the commitment to change your life. Again, I don't care if you're 20 years old. I don't care if you're 80 years old. Even if you're 80 years old, it's better to live the last few years of your life being happy than to go out of here being miserable.
Yes. In Italy we say, I say in Italian, è meglio vivere un giorno da leoni che 100 da pecora. In English, it can sound, it's better to live like a lion one day than 100 days like a sheep.
Yes, 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 I would agree. I would agree perfectly. Perfectly.
And so we have mentioned about vision, planning, and action.
Mm-hmm.
How you organize your action plan, for example? So maybe our friends at home, they can learn, they can write, they can make a note. How you set up your tasks?
Okay. Well, what you should do is each night before you go to bed, you should already have a plan in mind of what your next day is going to look like. And then, so you go to sleep with that on your mind. This is what my plan is for tomorrow. Now, because you already have this plan in mind, again, your subconscious is a powerful thing. While you're sleeping, getting your rest, your subconscious has already started working on your tomorrow. It's already
Wow.
working there, and you're not even aware of it. So when you arise in the morning, your subconscious is already ahead of you. Now, when you arise in the morning, the first thing that you need to do is get yourself in the right frame for that day. And to do that, you should start out with affirmations. You should start out telling yourself that this is a good day, that this is a a powerful day, that I will do something great today, that I am going to be happy today. You should start speaking affirmations. Now, I'm going to tell you what I say in the morning when I get up, and give you an idea of what I mean. Every day when I get up, I tell myself, I say, this is the best day of my life thus far. I am closer to living my dream than I have ever been. Now, what that does for me, it tells me that since this is the best day of my life this far, it's better today than it was yesterday or last month or last week. And I can expect it to be even better tomorrow, but it's the best day of my life, so why shouldn't I be happy? You know? And then I just say, I am closer to living my dream than I have ever been. Now, what that tells me is since I'm closer to living my dream than I was yesterday, than I was last month, or than I was last week, well, if I'm closer today, that only gives me the energy to get up and work harder for it today because it's telling me I'm closer. I'm closer. Every day I'm getting closer. So that's my incentive to get to my computer, to get to the media, to get to my clients, to get to the people that I need to reach because every step is getting me closer. So when you when your feet hit the floor in the morning, start repeating things to yourself that will carry you through the day. Start telling yourself how powerful you are. Start telling yourself how beautiful you are. Start telling yourself how intelligent you are. And don't just stop there while you're getting out of bed. Repeat those things throughout the day to yourself, telling yourself when you're looking in the mirror, when you're brushing your teeth, when you're riding on the bus or riding on the subway or driving in your car. Tell yourself that you are worthy. You are powerful. You are beautiful. You are meant to have everything in life that you want, that you deserve, that you desire, because you would not have been put here if you were not meant to be happy.
Wow, thank you so much. I, I want to clap you because, yes, uh, one of the wrong side of reaching goal is the fear. This the fear of success or the fear of failure. But with your encouragement, your passion, I suppose, I hope that our friends at home they are able to understand this important fact that the life is not simple, it's not easy, but it's not impossible.
Right, right.
And then, as you told, every single step is always a step closer our goal. So
Yeah.
now, me and you, we are helping our clients, our friends at home, the audience, but at the same time, we are learning from each other how to speak in public, how to make a podcast, how to be focused on the topic, how to share our feeling. This one is a great training. Maybe nobody is watching our video tonight. Maybe
Yes.
tomorrow we have 1,000 people watching the video, but for me, is my opinion, is learning and growing.
Yes.
And then I'm sure next meeting online, next chat online, next speech on the front of the audience will be amazing because I trained myself before.
Yes. Yes. And let me say this also, Christian, to the listening audience. You don't have to do this alone. Find someone that can help you on your journey. Find a person like Christian. Find a person like myself. Get yourself a coach. Get yourself a mentor. Whether it's your neighbor, whether it's your spouse, you need people to cheer you on. Because as Christian just said, it's not easy. It takes work. So you are going to need inspiration. Now, the greatest motivation you're ever going to need is the ability to motivate yourself. Once you can motivate yourself, that's a big, big plus. But in addition to motivating yourself, there is nothing wrong with having a team of cheerleaders behind you. So find your cheerleader, get your coach, get your mentor, get people that will not people that instead of telling you what you cannot do, they will tell you what you can do.
Yes, exactly. Because we have a inside of us an inner power that we need to clean like a mirror from the dust and to see that who we really are.
Yes.
So we need to learn to clean properly this mirror, looking ourselves in the mirror, say, "Wow, this is me. I am so
Yes.
different." And
Yes. 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 And it's funny that you mentioned the mirror, Christian, because it's interesting when you start to change your mindset and you start to think differently, the person that you see in the mirror will look differently because the person that you see in the mirror, instead of walking around like this, will look like this.
yes, yes, it's true.
So, so yes, yes, because uh, even though you may not realize it yet, you will come to realize that the way you think, the way your mind thinks, it shows in your whole body and in your whole being. A person that is unhappy and depressed, you can tell just by the way they hold their body, by the expression on their face, by the way they walk, by the way they talk. They don't talk with enthusiasm in their voice. They just don't. But a person that is thrilled to be alive, you know they're thrilled to be alive. They walk like they're thrilled. They talk like they're thrilled. They look like they're thrilled. So when you find this path that we are speaking on, don't be surprised when you look in your mirror if you see a new person staring back at you.
Yes, and then the fact, James. I believe in this idea of the life. Uh, I don't want to judge anybody, but I have a proper idea. I don't
Hmm.
know if tomorrow I wake up.
Right.
I don't know what's happened next 5 seconds. Because the life said, so how I want to live every single minute in my life. And in my opinion, it's much better to push ourselves in a healthy way without disturb our health, our mind, and so on. But we need to clarify which how we want to live and what we want to achieve and so on. What do you think?
I think that's great, Christian, because I don't know if you've heard this said before, but and this is a very true statement. It is said, "Do you know what the richest place on earth is? Do you know what the richest place on earth is, Christian?
No, I don't know.
It is the graveyard." The graveyard. Because the reason the graveyard is the richest place on earth, because it contains all the dreams, all the thoughts, all the music, all the inventions, all the everything that was never done by people that were too afraid to do it. So don't let your dreams, don't let your thoughts, don't let your creativity die with you when you are ready to take your last breath. Don't deprive the world, because you not only deprive yourself of the happiness that you deserve, you deprive the world of the gifts that you can give to us. We want your joy. We want your inventions. We want your music. We want your happiness. We want your dreams. But if you don't give them to us, they die with you and they end up in the graveyard along with all the other buried treasures that will never be discovered.
Exactly. I know that you're not just an amazing coach
Well,
because
thank you. Thank you.
you have written an amazing book.
Yes, yes. In fact, I have a copy of the book here. I have this book. it's called Rethinking Failure. I don't know if with the glare you can how well you can see it, but it's Rethinking Failure. And it's written by me, and it can be found on Amazon. And in this book, I talk about the three keys to success that we just spoke about, to get people started on the road. But also, I talk about other tools in the book that we didn't discuss because, again, these are the three initial keys. This is your foundation. Now, once you have a foundation, then you start to build a building. So there are other tools that you will need and other tools that you will want. And I talk about some of these in the book. But again, the book is Rethinking Failure, and it can be found on Amazon. But with all that said, with all that said, the things that we have given you here today is enough to get you started. It's enough
Yes.
for you. Yeah, it's enough to get you started. And it's a good start for you. It's a good beginning for you. All you have to do is make the commitment. And we ask that you make the commitment, not for us, but for you. Please make the commitment to do the things that are going to bring you joy, to break away from the cycle of depression, the cycle of boredom, the cycle of tiredness, the cycle of unhappiness that you have been living. And you just, I mean, you just didn't know what to do. You didn't know a way out. We are giving you the way out. It's not costing you anything. We're not asking for anything. All it is costing you is your commitment to yourself. And if you cannot commit to yourself, if you can't even commit to yourself, then you also have to take the responsibility that you are in the boat that you're in because you choose to be there.
James, what do you think? We can very quickly recap the main steps of the three keys of success.
Okay,
What do you
recap.
think?
Yes, we can do a
Yes,
recap.
thank you.
Yeah, you want to have your vision, which again is the creation of the vision board, putting things on the board that you truly want and that you truly desire. Remember, where there is no vision, the people perish. So your vision is your very first step to changing anything. After your vision, you are going to have to take some action. You are going to have to, in your busy day, I know you're busy. I know you're tired at the end of the day, but you must make some sacrifices in order to be successful. Every successful person has to make sacrifices. They had to go to work just like you go to work. They had to take care of their families just like you have to take care of your families. They had to do the laundry like you. They had to buy the groceries like you. But they made the commitment to find some time in the day to work on their dreams. And you are going to have to do that same thing. And the final thing is, um, we talked about the vision action, but the commitment. Again, when I talk about action, I kind of roll commitment right into there. If you are not committed to yourself, you are the most important person to yourself. No one should respect you like you respect yourself. And that's not being egotistical. That's not being selfish. That is your divine given right as a person on the face of this earth. No one should be more important to you than yourself. So don't let your family, your friends, your coworkers, don't let them control your commitment to yourself. Keep those people in your life that are on your team, that are rooting for you. And I know it may be hard, but you are going to have to let some people go. That's just the bottom line. You're going to have to let some people go. The people that are constantly telling you what you should not be doing, that you can't do this, that you shouldn't do, the people that are constantly telling you negative things, that is toxic to your being. You don't need anything toxic in your life. So one of the final actions there is to get rid of all the toxic thing people in your life. Cut them out. And when you get rid of the toxic people in your life, then you will find great people like Christian that come into your life. See, because there won't be a void. That void will be filled, but it will be filled with good people like my friend here, Christian, fill a void in my life.
Thank you. I appreciate your kind voice. And I want to say something really important to our guests. Happiness is a choice.
Yes, yes,
So, in any cases, if you have a relationship problems, you have problems at home, in your family, with your friend, your relatives, your wife, and so on, be focused on the problem, not judge anybody or yourself, and try to find solution and option. And
yes,
then to rethink a new vision, plan, and make action every day until step by step, slowly, you reach your goal. And during the process, don't be aware, don't judge yourself, because you need to learn every day something, and you will change every day. You will change. So, anyway, you will learn something new every day, and this is an amazing gift.
yes. And I know, Christian, you are a relationship coach. And so I want to say, you just mentioned it, and I want to reiterate what you just said in different words. But if you are happy with yourself, you will be able to have a happy relationship. You cannot have a happy relationship until you are happy with yourself.
Exactly, exactly. And then we find somebody, be patient and learn,
Yes, exactly, exactly.
and pray. Sorry.
Yes. So, we want you to also subscribe to Christian's channel here, where you can always receive insightful tools, not only tools that we're talking about today, but he have other guests that come on so he's always bringing you something that will enhance your life. So we encourage you to subscribe to his channel before you leave today.
To you. And we have a surprise. Only for those are so brave, stay all these hour with us, because you promised that you give a free gift to our friends at home. So, James, which
Yes,
is
yes, if they will come to my website, I have some tools on there that they can download for free that will help them to strategize and create a map that they can use to guide them through their life. And one of the things that I'm offering them today is, in addition to the three keys, I'm also offering them another tool there that normally sells for $125. But if they
wow.
go to my, yes, but if they go to my website today, they will see that tool there. It is a condensed version of my 5-step framework, and I'm allowing them to download it absolutely free. My website is www.cerebramatics.com. And I always like to spell it for the people because it's a word that some people aren't familiar with. So that's CEREBRAMATICS.com. And you can also see it here on the link on the page here. But if you go there, yes, there are several free downloads there. But I'm also giving you today my $125 download absolutely free if you will want to download that, and it will help you strategize. It will show you how to visualize. It will show you how to take the plan of action, and it will show you how to execute.
Yes, and I suggest to my friends at home, breathe, be brave, and contact James, because this year is amazing. We can stay at home more time without waste time, and plan more our task, our schedule, and reach our goal faster never before in the history. So go on CEREBRAMATICS.com, download the free gift for you, the free PDF, anything you can learn and contact James H. Wright. So, James, it's time to say thank you to our amazing friends at home. Do you have
Yes.
your final advice, suggestion before leaving?
Well, my final words is that I am just honored that you have chosen to join us here today. And I know that you are here. You wouldn't even be here if you didn't want to make the change in your life. So I have faith in you. I believe in you. And I know without a shadow of a doubt that you are going to go forth and you are going to change your life, and you are then going to help other people change your life. And this is going to become contagious, and we're going to spread it around the world. And we're just going to make the world a whole better place to be.
Exactly. Because I believe in this. If just one person in our community is able to improve or change, after a while, whole community around this person will change or improve. So
Exactly.
don't be shy. Don't be shy. Be happy because you are not alone. Many people in the world in this moment they've chosen to change their lives. So be brave, fight, and realize your dream.
Yes. Yes.
I would like that you show again your book, so maybe somebody can
Yes.
go on Amazon to exactly. I want to show the title properly. Okay.
Can you see that? I don't know if you can actually, because I see a glare. So I don't know if you can really see it that well. Can you see that, Christian?
But I written the name of your book, Rethinking Failure, on
Re,
Amazon.
yeah, Rethinking Failure, and you
Yes,
can find it on Amazon.com. Now it is in some other bookstores, but Amazon.com is the one that sells it worldwide, globally.
exactly.
Mhm.
And so, James, I really appreciate your company, your spirit, your passion tonight. I think, I hope we made an amazing job. But anyway, I really enjoyed. I was so happy to listen to your trickies, your story, your expertise. And
Well,
I hope, if you are agree, to interview again, maybe after the spring. What do you think?
yes, Christian, I am very honored to be your guest, and I really thank you for this opportunity, and I would be more than happy to work with you anytime.
Thank you. So I see you soon, maybe this spring or later in the summer
Yes,
with another
yes.
topic. Uh, Another exercise for our amazing friends at home. So it's time to go. It's time to restart another week. Be ready to reach our goals and our happiness. I want to say thank you to our guest. Hello. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
And
Thank
then
you.
be happy. Thank you
Yes.
so much.
Thank everyone. Thank everyone. I enjoyed being with everyone, and everyone have a wonderful day.
Cheers.